Run from it. Fight it. Destiny still arrives. LeBron. You could put pretenders, contenders, all at the mercy of the throne. One thing that will remain a constant. You can't lie to the facts. The fact will always remain the fact. You can dress it up, you can cover it up, and do everything in your power. But destiny always arrives. Well, the Pacers arrived. As I win $2,700 off of this game. The money is insignificant. The price was paid in blood. LeBron played the ultimate price. Now you see, if LeBron played in the 90s, like Carcino said, he would not survive. Bronny got a little owie wowie and he couldn't play no more. He was out there, but he was scared. He's scared. He went into the hole. He put his tail in between his legs and went in a hole. And everyone, LeBron must be shooken up. LeBron don't look the same. He looked the same to me. Don't he look the same? If you look at him right now, who you gonna think he is? You gonna say, oh, that's LeBron James. That's LeBron James. He looked like LeBron to me. He couldn't stop the inevitable. And all you delusional fans, let me tell you something right now. Did I think Cleveland would win Game 6? Absolutely. But I thought that the game would be close. And I'm only was doing it because of the refs. But this game was clearly out of hand. Because LeBron would not engage. He was afraid. After this bump on the little eyebrow, which is just a little cut, he tanked it in. And the whole team tanked it in. He quit on his team. No, it ain't time for that yet. We'll get there. We're going to just slow it down, slow it all the way down. Because we want all the Cavs fans to understand this. The difference in the game tonight, Office Depot hit shots. And he wasn't alone. He was not alone. He was not alone. Stevenson played more. He was able to be offensive minded. They had to knock me off. They tried to knock me off the live feed. Run from it. Destiny always arrives. Try to knock me off the live stream all you want. Fight it, deny it, run from it. Destiny always arrives. There's nothing you can do. So the Cavs fans will have to bear and grit. LeBron, while you on that plane, I hope you seeing my face right now. It's inevitable. Now you see your failure is complete. Not quite, but it's almost complete. But your legacy is tainted. My videos was meant to inspire the Pacers to do what they needed to do. Now you see who's the better team. You see Cleveland is not a better team. They have not played a good game in 6 games. They are lucky. Indiana has blown 3 games already. This series should have been over a long time ago. The Cavs have never been in the control of destiny. If LeBron is so great and he's the best player on the planet, why are they losing? They should be dominating, right? He makes everyone better. Why ain't he making these guys better? See what happened when they feed you that bumper sticker full of lies? See what happened when they take it back to 95? When you want to start acting like you live. They roll it back to 95 on you. He took a little bitty owie wowie and all of a sudden he can't play no more. He's out of it. He went out of it. He was scared. Now, how you think he was going to do against Charles Oakley, Bill Laimbeer? How do you think he would do and fare against them? How do you think he would have fared against Dennis Rodman? Rodman would have shut this dude down to 8 points. He'd have been on the bench crying. He put his tail in between his legs and went on the bench and sat there like a little girl. He lost you the game tonight, Cav fans. He lost because he didn't come to win. You know what he came to do? Compete. He come to play the game. That's all he did. He came to compete. I've never came to compete in anything. I've always come to win. And if anybody on my team came to compete, they're going to compete in the back locker room. I don't want them on the floor with me. We come here to win, not compete. He happy with a second place trophy. He probably argued about it. We need a second place trophy or a third or fourth. We worked hard. Oh, we already know about that, but we talking about tonight. Because tonight, a whole lot of myths got blown up. The myth of this guy being able to go back and compete in the Jordan era. He got a little bump on the eye with a little bitty blood from a little bitty elbow. And he went in the hole and he was gutless. He quit. He quit on you, Cleveland, and he gonna quit if they lose game 7. That's the last time you're going to see him in that uniform again. He going to L.A. where it's nice and sunny. Sunny all the time. He going to leave you high and dry and cut out on you. I don't have any help. LeBron don't have any help. LeBron don't have any help. That's all y'all talk about is help. Do we say that for Kobe? Has Kobe really had help? Huh? Has he ever? LeBron has had more of a stacked deck with players than Kobe Bryant has ever played with, or Michael Jordan. Period. If you count through this bum's career, every player that he's had on his team, Kobe had Smush Parker and doggone, what's his name? He had to scream and yell to get Pau Gasol. He was playing with Smush and Odom. That was it. He had a crackhead and a guy who got high all the time named Smush. And he had to deal with Kwame Brown. Now, analyzing this game, Thaddeus Young, everybody from Indiana got fired up. I made a video saying that they should fire Nate McMillan right now, right before Game 6, because he wasn't doing what he's supposed to do. And I hope he watched that video, and I hope it lit a fire in his butt, and it happened tonight. And that post game, you would have thought they lost the way he spoke in that post game today. That's the Nate McMillan that needs to show up. That's the Nate McMillan that's coaching. That's what a coach is supposed to be talking about. We need to be focused on the next game, not this game. Now, what did they do to Cleveland in this game? It was very simple. They got up on them and they pressured them. They bothered them. They irritated them. They didn't let them set the tempo. They didn't let LeBron set the pace. They made everybody let LeBron beat us. Come on, bring the ball up, LeBron. Bring it to us. He had to do the work himself. They isolated him from the rest of the team by shutting the rest of them bums down. And oh, baby. Oh, baby, where is Kelly Clarkson? Where's Robin Hood? Where is all these players? You got rid of experienced players for role players. And now they're playing their role because this is what they do. This is their first time ever in the playoffs. Y'all were raving about it. Get me Shannon Sharpe. Come on, Shannon. Where you at? You ain't got nothing to say now. Bet you going to bed now. Bet you sleep right now. Yeah, it's that time. It's your bedtime. You going to bed. But when you wake up, Shannon, this is for you. You was raving about old Hood, Robin Hood. Oh, you was raving about George over the hill. He ain't played another game because of his back. Right? You know why? Because he's over the hill. Kelly Clarkson, he's prepared for girls softball, girls volleyball. He ain't made for this. This is a man's game. He's a boy. Yeah, he can shoot when he's not contested and it's a regular season game. How many points he had today? 5, 2 for 7. He played 20 minutes. Okay. Okay. He's your answer when it gets hot. No, he's a role player, and he's played his role. Jeff Green ain't going to get you no 20 points. Kevin Love out here playing hurt. He playing hurt. They taking him out the game. LeBron's lost confidence in Kevin Love offensively. And because of that, they've been leaning more to Kyle Korver. That's why they starting him at the same time. Didn't I tell you about Korver? Oh, my God. Oh, they think Kyle Korver's going to show up every night. No, he's not. Why? Because he never does. That's the beauty of it. So, while they were on the game, defensively, look at this. See this defensively? 2 guys are trapping the ball. LeBron's supposed to be guarding Thaddeus Young. Who's guarding Thaddeus Young? Who did he turn over to him? Kyle Korver is guarding Office Depot. Why are you coming up to stop Office Depot? Did you forget Thaddeus Young is right here? Uncontested? Huh? You see what I'm saying? This is the type of, it's his fault. Y'all gonna recognize this guy doesn't play defense. None. See, there's the 23. Office Depot steps up. Look where he goes. He don't pass it to the side. They got him boxed in. The defender's behind him. Look at LeBron with that live, them bow leg. Look at old bow leg. Look at old bow leg. Boop. Ball goes under his leg. Boop. Drop the lead ball in between them old bow legs. Oh man. And Tristan Kardashian played today. He played about 10 minutes, got a whopping 3 points. He was outstanding. And here come old Shannon Shaw. Name in the history of the game, Skip. Come on now, Skip. LeBron ain't had another player to score 20 points with him. He the only one, Skip. Well, today, Office Depot was the only person on Indiana, Shannon. He was the only one to score in the 20s. But you know what else? Everybody else had 19, 16, 15, 12, a balanced attack because they played as a team. That has nothing to do with if somebody scores 20, another person scores 20 more points. If he wanted 20 more points, he shouldn't have traded away Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas would have got him another 20 points. They still was going to lose. They played Golden State in the finals. LeBron had 20, Kyrie had 20-something too. You know what happened? They lost by 20. Why? Because it's about how you play the game. It's not about how many 20-point scores you have on the team. See, this is where statistics and stupidity comes into play. Oh, thanks, LM. I didn't even see you donate. I was in my zone. I appreciate it, bro. And thank you, Sid. I didn't even see that. We need a retirement episode for Grandpa Wade. Oh, you know, we warming up to that. Thanks for the donations too. Y'all, I was just in my zone going in on this game so far. But yes, you can all make donations in the super chat. I appreciate it because we going in tonight. We going in tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Because you all know what time it is. Sing it. Cavs lose chips all the time. They be all right. They tough, right? LeBron James voice. Well, see, the problem is Kevin Love is not durable. He's all banged up. He keeps getting hit. He's not durable. He was on the floor today about 2-3 times, getting his bell rung. They're not made for this contact ball. And now he's like, I got a headache. I got hit in the nose. My headache. He can't compete. Then Office Depot said, goaltend this, Bron. And everybody, that wasn't on LeBron. Every time that's a dunk and LeBron's in it, he was just in the picture, it wasn't on LeBron. So, okay, here we go. This is something new. Ah! Dunked on him, chump. Yeah. You know why? He wasn't going for a layup no more, was he? He said, no, I'm going with two hands. You gonna really have to get up here to get me, old man. He's like, I got that. Here we go again. He's like, nope, I'm not even looking at you, old man. Wait, he's so high. He's so high. He's so high. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. They be all right. They tough, right? LeBron James voice. You got Stevenson out here dancing on you. Look at Stevenson out there hitting the air guitar on him. Go ahead, Stevenson. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. They be all right. They tough, right? LeBron James boys. Where the Bulls probably in last place, sitting at home. Who cares about the Bulls? Oh, you thought I was a Bulls fan. I know Michael Jordan laughing at this. I know Michael Jordan laughing at this. LeBron got a little bit of boo-boo on his eye, and he had to quit. He quit. One little scratch, and he quit. One little scratch, and he quit. He quit. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. They be all right. They tough, right? LeBron James boys. Y'all can call him King James. I'ma say whatever. I'm rolling with Kai. He bringing back the balling era. You can't trust LeBron. He can't guard a stick. That's why Kyrie took his bags and decided to split. These lyrics are telling you the truth about the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this been the words all season long. He quit. This man quit on you tonight. He quit. He got a Band-Aid over the eye. He got a your boo-boo. And Brownie got an owie wowie. And he quitty. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. They be all right. They tough, right? LeBron James boys. Players get cut all the time, B. They be all right. You tough, right? LeBron James boys. They don't want that in Philly. They don't want that in New York. They don't want no guy who get a little scratch to start crying. There's no crying in basketball. He got a scratch and he quit. Talk to me, Shannon Sharp. Somebody wake Shannon Sharp up. Ring his doorbell. Let them dogs get the barking in there. So they can go wake Shannon up. You ain't got no show tomorrow. Get your butt up. Tell me what happened, Shannon. Tell me why Bron quit. Don't tell me no garbage about, Bron just want to win at home. He want to win it on his crowd so he can celebrate with Savannah and all the people out there so they can go eat. No, don't give me that. You said they was going to blow them out. It was over tonight. Only thing was over was the charade of y'all trying to say that this guy was the greatest thing since sliced bread, the greatest invention since the wheel. He was better than Michael Jordan. He couldn't even take a little bump on the head, little inadvertent elbow over the eye. That's one stitch. Heck, I got that. I got a stitch in the middle of my head. I had the edge of a door stuck in my head. I took it out and thought it was cool. The edge of this door was stuck in my head. Not this door exactly, but bang, right in the middle of my head. I pulled it out, saw the blood running. I'm like, man, this is like wrestling. I'm bleeding. I ain't care nothing about it. I could have passed out. But you know what I said? People get cut and bleed all the time, B. I'll be all right. I'm tough, right? Casino voice. That's the difference. Some people are made to be champions. They got that Mamba blood in them, that Kobe blood. Westbrook got that Kobe blood. Everybody got that Kobe blood. But he got that Scottie Pippen blood. He's got that I don't want the pressure blood. He got the no clutch blood. Oh, please show me the replay of the game-winning shot again. He jumping up on the scores table like he just won the championship. Yeah! Like they finna throw some confetti down. I'm like, is it over? They just won 3 games. They still ain't out the first round. Then you follow that up with this. You follow, game winner, hit it, with this. You follow that up with this, and you talk about you the best player in the world. That just got disqualified tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We stripped LeBron James of all of his supposed to be the greatest basketball player in the world privileges. Who all seconded? Who all agree that LeBron James is disqualified for being mentioned as greatest basketball player in the world? Say aye. Okay, those who oppose say nay. The ayes have it. LeBron James is now disqualified for ever being mentioned as the greatest player of all times. He is now disqualified. He can never, ever, ever be mentioned again as one of the greatest players of all time. It is done. This game did it. I don't care if they win Game 7. Game 6 exposed who he really was to the fate of the world. He quit. He got a bump on the head and he quit. With a whole nother half to go, he quit. Quit on the team. And LeBron, I hope you're looking at me right now. I hope you can see me. Can you see me? Let me try to make it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, get some of that 4K zoom in D action. Look at my eyes. You quit, bro. You ain't got it in you. You don't have it in you. You know why? You know why? You know why you quit? Because it's always been given easy to you. Since 15 years old, because of your athletic ability. And I'm talking to you, LeBron. I ain't talking to nobody else. Everybody be quiet. This is just for LeBron. This is him right here. LeBron, you've been given everything. You've been spoiled since you've been 15 years old. You talk about poverty. You haven't known poverty since 15 years of age. That's it. Since you've been 15, you've been scouted by the NBA. You were 17 years old driving around a Hummer. You had $100,000 in gifts given to you, knowing you finna make millions of dollars. You got $100 million contract before you even dribbled a basketball in the NBA. So you've been overprivileged for a long time, overrated. You never learned the basics of the game. They catered and patterned the league around your game. Your playground style of basketball. That's what they did. And you know it. You and Adam Silver Slipper. So you're not better than any of these players. You can't play within a system. That's why they always kept an inexperienced coach dealing with you. So all that coach has to do is deal with substitution and not ruffle your feathers by trying to tell you this is what we're going to run. You want complete control and autonomy. That's why you want to go to the Lakers, because you know they have a coach in Walton who knows his role of let LeBron do what he wants to do. So the Lakers is a good fit for you. You can't fool me. I know the circuit. That's why you play at UCLA, you and Westbrook all the time, because that's where the cream of the crop come, and that whole branch over there, the Lonzo Balls, the Jello, and all everybody else comes and they play at UCLA in the summer league. And you've been grooming all these people and everybody, including yourself, that you were going to the Los Angeles Lakers. We all know. We all know. So I don't hate you, LeBron. I hate what you stand for in the NBA. I hate your game. I hate that you destroyed the NBA. You're destroying the league with how you're playing basketball. Because you're not playing basketball. You're playing a pickup five. And you're trying to alter the game by breaking rules to get players all on your team. But you're supposed to be so good, LeBron. Why do you need all of these players on your team? You have a whole team full of point guards. How's that working out for you, LeBron? This game has been a lovely game for years, LeBron. For years. This game has been the pinnacle, okay? This game has been the pinnacle of rules. People line up in position. You have coaches, you have scouts that have taught this game for hundreds of years. Okay? They've been playing this game for hundreds of years, running sets. Each position, guys are running to spots. They're setting back screens. They're setting picks. They're doing cuts. They're working, Bron. They're working. They're not piggybacking. They're working to get an open shot. They're moving the ball around, letting guys rotate to the changes that's happening on the court. Guys are helping and assisting the other guys so they can get the best shot available. They don't want to have one player dribbling the ball all the way to half court, then getting a running start to drive forward while four guys are sitting out on the corners of the three-point line with nobody in the paint. That's really stupid. 101 ISO basketball. And you've infested the whole NBA to thinking that's the way they got to play. So everybody who gets a basketball got to try to cross somebody and break their ankles and split the defense and splitting two guys to try to score and drive to the basket. One-on-one playground basketball. All you're running is two plays, a 4 and out. That's it. You run a 4 and out or a high pick and roll. That is now the NBA's game. And who do they lose to all the time? Teams that move the ball. Why is that? Because moving the ball is always going to be better. Because defensively, you have to communicate for all the switches while the ball is moving. That's why it's always fluent. You can't never really gauge who's going to shoot at any given time. That's why the beauty and the perfection of basketball is what I fight for, the integrity of it. So I go against LeBron James because he doesn't play it. He's bringing the game of basketball to the all-time low and ground. That's why he loses to teams like the Spurs, Golden State, anybody who has players that can move the ball around. And then that's what they talking about. Oh, well, that's because they got the big three. They got Draymond, Clay. That's not what beats them. When they play each other, that's not what beats Cleveland. They lose to the bench. They lose to Livingston. They lose to West. They lose to my man Iguodala. They lose to them. When Steph goes out, Steph plays 30 minutes a game. He's not trying to play 40 minutes a game because it's retarded to play those many minutes. LeBron want to be out there because he wants to piggyback off some stats. They lose because they use their bench. LeBron can't do high pick and roll when you got Kevin Durant guarding you, and you do a high pick and roll, and here comes Draymond Green guarding you. Indiana give Cleveland problems because LeBron can't get by Thaddeus Young. His physicalness, he could play 4 quarters. They have enough athletic bodies to stay on LeBron James. Bogdanovich is guarding him. You can't get by Bogdanovich, and you're supposed to be the king? You can't get by him? You playing on a standstill going back and forth with Bogdanovich. You getting shut down and held in check by a guy named Bogdanovich. Who has held Michael Jordan down even when he played for the Wizards? He was scoring 40 with the Wizards. He's the oldest player ever to score 40 in a game. You're being defensively guarded by a slow-moving white guy who can only do one thing. He'll cross you once and just keep going straight. That's all he can do. He ain't got no cross. You being shut down by him. Joe Dumars did the best defensive job on Michael Jordan, but the Pistons worked as a unit. All 5 players knew what to do. They communicated on defense. Do you think this team here, with any team that he's ever played on, you could put the Heat together? They would have never beaten the Motown Detroit Pistons. They would mow through the league because they're mentally strong. See, people just think they just beat you up. I'm like, they don't just beat you up. They beat you up mentally. They do things to break you down mentally before the game even starts. They come out in a unit, in one line, all intense, looking like ain't no high fives, ain't no, hey man, what's up? How y'all doing, man? It's war. And led by Bill Laimbeer, who's the sergeant of arms. That's how they played the game, like that, war. We ain't gonna help you up ever. Don't ever reach your hand to try to help a player up. No, we don't do that in Detroit. Get back, no. Let his friends get him up. Who he playing for get him up. That's how it was. That's how the game was supposed to be played. This boy got a little nick on the eye and he quit. One little nick and he quit. Now, if on the playground, he'd have been called the B word a lot. Soon as he got that little cut and he I gotta sit out. Over that, a scratch? Are you kidding? I took an elbow to the eye and people thought I got punched in the eye. I'll never forget it. Man, that don't look like no elbow. I mean, what do you think it is? The elbow is one of the hardest bones on the body. The elbow, knee, and the head are the hardest bones on the body. What is you talking about, idiot? I went up for a rebound. He came down and hit me in the eye. I'm like, okay, if somebody punched me in the eye, well, then what happened to them? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. What you want us to do? Where they at? Nobody hit me, dog. Nobody believes the truth. They all want to, like, the girl's like, oh, who hit you? I'm like, nobody hit me, babe. How many times do I got to tell you I took an elbow to the eye? We playing basketball. It was an accident. I'm like, do you think I would be okay just sitting here with an eye just scratched up? And I was in the best shape of my life back then. I would have definitely destroyed whoever done it. I was running track then and everything. That was my college years. There was no way. I'm in the tip-top shape. Everybody in here knows I'm in the greatest shape. So why in the world would you think I would be the one that got punched in the eye and that's it? I'm 5'11", sir. 215 pounds, 5'11", made of pure steel. All right, nobody got the LeBron rules because they don't need them. You just need a Bogdanovich. All you need is Bogdanovich. Who needs a LeBron James rules? All you need is Bogdanovich. They'd be like, what happened, Bogdanovich? We just use Bogdanovich and that's it. LeBron James plays a game that the same style of game he plays, James Harden plays. James Harden play the same game as LeBron James. They run a 4 and out and a high pick and roll. But the only difference between LeBron James and James Harden is Harden can shoot. So you got to respect Harden. You got to play up on him. And he has a quick first step. LeBron don't have that anymore. LeBron, it was all athleticism. And once his athleticism is starting to fade, which it has, the league has to make up things to keep him relevant. Like, let him offensive foul people. Let him take 5 steps to the basket, even though they know he's taking 5 steps to the basket. And let him get away with the travel. Let him get away with fouling other people. Let him get away with piggybacking, and he ain't guard nobody. LeBron lost a few steps. He lost a lot of them. He lost the whole staircase. He lost some steps. He lost the whole staircase. He out there like somebody got a nail gun and shot his nails right through his feet to the floor. He don't even be moving. Where the Cav fans at? 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 Cav Nation, Cav Nation, Cav Nation, Cav Nation. Where Cav Nation at? I ain't seen Lewis. Where's Lewis? Lewis, where you at? You have never missed a live chat. Notice Lewis always here. Ain't he? Lewis on every video we done had. Lewis is nowhere to be found. They ain't in here. Ain't no Cavs fans in here. I'm a LeBron James supporter, not a Cavs fan. You support that? You support people quitting? You support a guy that quits on you? You know he quit on you, right? He quit. He quit. You know what he said? We'll get him in Cleveland. I could just quit this. We just get him in Cleveland. I quit. Oh, he gonna be ready to go Sunday when they start blowing that whistle everywhere. But this just shows you how better Indiana is than Cleveland. J.R. Spliff. J.R. Spliff is the worst 2-guard in basketball. Starting 2-guard in basketball. I told you that. He was terrible. He cannot defend, and he barely can shoot. So you stuck with a guy, and this is a guy LeBron picked to be on his team. So I don't want to hear no excuses from Shannon Sharp. Shannon, don't tell me what these guys ain't doing. I know they garbage. I've been telling you they garbage. So don't tell me because you were screaming, oh, JR gonna be ready. Oh, Jay. No, JR. So when JR don't do nothing, I don't want to hear, no. But JR only gave us 0 points. Well, he's on your team. Your guy who's the god of basketball chose him. So he must have wanted him. He saw something in him. But why didn't the god of basketball who makes players better make JR better? He didn't. The only thing I'm guaranteeing is I get paid. Because I'm betting the Indiana Pacers on Sunday. I should have been betting them every game. They have covered every game this series. Cleveland has not played one good game all playoffs. Not one. They have played terrible every game. There he is. There's Lewis. Somebody found Lewis. Somebody found Lewis. Lewis finally showed up. Lewis has finally showed up. He done got through crying and kicking stuff over. Got there. Whatever it takes shirt on from Cleveland that you went and bought, you could have picked that up off the floor. You know what? You know we gotta sing the song. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. They be all right. They tough, right? LeBron James boys. Sing it with us. I'm glad you're here, Lewis. I want to show you something. Come with me. I want to show you something right quick. Glad you're here. Cavs get cut all the time, B. They be all right. They tough, right? LeBron James boys. Cavs get cut all the time, B. They be all right. He tough, right? Well, he wasn't tough, right? LeBron James quit. He got a little cut and he quit. The half-blood prince quit. How it's amazing to me how people say they're a wife beater when the wife clearly told you that they were fighting each other. Because basically she was the instigator of the fight and starting the fight. You can't believe nothing Khalees says. She's only telling you one part that makes her look good, but she knew she couldn't lie like that and just say Nas was just beating on her. No. She'd be like, no, we was both, I hit him. Mm-hmm. Did he hit me? Mm-hmm. I hit him. Mm-hmm. But it's okay when the woman hit the man. And nobody say nothing. Have I ever won a playoff game on any level? Absolutely. I won a playoff game tonight. 2,700, baby. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. They be all right. They tough, right? Shoot, LeBron James boys. Is this your king? He the one supposed to lead you to the promised land? Huh? He's the one that's supposed to lead you out of darkness? Huh? Is this your king? No. I am your king. Fear it. Try to fight it. Destiny still arrives. Yes. Destiny always arrives, LeBron. 'Cause I've arrived. See? It's not about the money. This is the Mind Stone. It controlled LeBron's mind. Had to put him down. The girl I lost the other night, who cares? That was the other night. I got $2,700. I think I'm all right. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. Should Nate still be fired? Absolutely. They haven't did nothing yet, but he did something right today. I hope he saw my video. My video is meant to inspire. I want my videos to be played. I want somebody to say, man, somebody said they should fire Nate. And they're going to play that video for Nate. Nate going to get ticked off. And you heard him in the press conference, and what he said. what he said to him. He went off. Thanks, Victor. I appreciate it. Don't forget, hit that super chat button. Make a donation. We going to get the numbers up today. Why? Because Cavs lose chips all the time, B. They be all right. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care. It's nothing. We going up. Let's go. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. They be all right. They tough, right? Well, they not. LeBron James voice. Is that your king? Is that your king? Huh? He the one supposed to lead you out of darkness? Huh? Huh? Look, this the one supposed to protect y'all? Huh? Is that your king? Huh? Is that your king? Woo! Indiana can end all this on Sunday. We need it done. We got to complete the job. We got to get rid of LeBron James out of this sport of basketball, and Indiana Pacers can liberate the rest of the NBA by getting him out in this first round. Let's go. Beat the fix. Get him out. He can't guard anybody. He's not accepting the role. He's still playing like he's the best player on the planet. He's teaching you wrong values of how to play the game. Taking shortcuts, piggybacking on defense. You're making it harder for the other players that's out there on the court. But yet, nobody says anything. They allow this to continue. I might make a 6-hour live video today. That's how pumped up I am. It was going to stop at 1 hour. Now I might make it 2. Might make it 2 hours. Because, see, Kevin Love is done. See, this is what y'all don't see. It's not just the game. It's not about LeBron. The Cavs are broken down. They're broken down. And when I mean broken down, I mean by a basketball sense. They're broken down. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. We spending broad money. Broad money. Kevin Love stay injured. He's injured mentally because he knows he can't deal with this pressure. It's too physical. He's banged up, and he knows LeBron's going to be all on his back and pressuring him to do something. And he just can't do it. Kyle Korver showed you exactly what he is. Kyle Korver showed you he's not going to be a consistent guy. He's going to have 1 or 2 games where he could do something maybe. And that's in a series. Other than that, he's out there to be a decoy. It's supposed to be to help him, but he's not. Kevin Love was on the deck how many times tonight? He took an inadvertent elbow and was laid out. He was rolling on the floor. Then he got a migraine. And then plus he suffers from panic attacks. He got an injured left hand. His thumb hurts. His tummy hurt. He twisted his ankle. He's just a walking, he's just walking wounded. And please tell me, why is Kendrick Perkins on the team? Why did they pick up Perkins? What did he just want to be hanging out with LeBron or something? They pick up Kendrick Perkins. Has Perk ever played? Perk just sitting on the sideline. What is he there for? So this whole thing here it's just a wash. I'm very appreciative because I understand something. What's his name? Hood is only going to give you What did he give them? He was 6 of 12. He's gonna give you 12 points a game. Rodney Hood, when he played for Utah, he wasn't lighting it up. He would come off the bench. He was very erratic. He's only there to shoot. He's only gonna hit maybe 30, 40%. He's only gonna give you 12. If you expect anything more out of Robin Hood, you're not gonna get anything. Robin Hood is streaky. That's why Utah didn't mind to see him go. You got the greatest thing you could get in Mitchell. Robin Hood just wants to go in there and then shoot. That's all he wants to do. Yeah, he looked like, I call him Donkey. He looked like Donkey from Shrek. Yeah, bro. Ooh, bro. Just give me the ball. I can make it. It's me, Donkey. Oh, and Kelly Clarkson? Kelly Clarkson did what Kelly Clarkson does. Kelly Clarkson did exactly what he does. Kelly Clarkson went out there, played a little pretty California game, and Kelly Clarkson, he's made for girls track. He's made for WNBA. He's not made for this. He needs to be in the G League somewhere. But that's too physical for him. So he needs to be in like some little non-contact. He's not made for it. Oh, Larry Nance. No, Larry Nance's been trying. He's just not the player they want him to be. They want him to be a big inside man. He's not that guy. He's just a tall guy that can shoot from the outside. But when he's in the Lakers, they can run and gun, and that's good. That's what they needed him to do. They had Brook Lopez on the inside. So now they said, well, let's bring in Tristan Kardashian, who we just been sitting down, but he makes your team so much worse. So I was very glad he was put in the game and gave him 10 minutes and a whopping 3-point. Because, yeah, he's such a rim protector. This whole team is garbage. And I've been telling you that for years. The Cleveland Cavaliers have been the worst. They were the worst team I've ever seen ever win an NBA championship. That team was complete garbage besides Kyrie and Kevin Love when he actually played that year. But Kyrie was the only winner they had. He bailed out LeBron when LeBron was dead tired. He brought a championship to that city. One LeBron, he didn't hit the shot. I know he got the block, but I'm cooler with the shooter. I don't care what he averaged in the finals. What he averaging in this finals? Ain't he averaging something in the 30s now? And what happened? He on an airplane with a Band-Aid on his head and crying. You know what he's saying right now while he by himself? He going, maybe I ain't the truth. maybe I ain't the king. Maybe I ain't better than Jordan. We know you ain't better than Jordan. We know that. You ain't better than Kobe. You ain't better than Kevin Durant. You want to keep going? We can keep going. Now, we're going to listen to Office Depot on the podium.
Kind of performance tonight. Nah. Just went out there and played. Did everything with confidence. Didn't overthink it. Just played, read, and react.
Smart man.
Vic, the Cavs seem to trap you, double team you most of the series, but tonight that didn't seem to be the case. What were they doing differently, or what were you able to do differently tonight to be able to get the open looks that you were getting?
Just try to mix it up. Everything didn't have to be a pick and roll. Just try to find my spots and credit my teammates. They played phenomenal today, especially defensively, and we did a great job just moving the ball and finding one another, and we were together on both ends of the floor, and that was huge.
Okay. Look, the press ain't got no questions for him. They didn't expect this.
Your last possession in Game 5, the play at the rim, there are players who might have felt aggrieved by that, the way that play went against them. I'm just curious, where did you carry that over the last 48 hours, and did that play a role in how you played tonight?
No, I don't think so. You just live and you learn. I learned a lot from that play in that game, and just try to better myself from one day to the next, one game to the next, and get over it. You can't really go back and change that situation or that game or that play, and you just got to move on and continue to keep growing and getting better. And that's what I'm focused on, is this team and improving myself so I can help this team win.
What have you guys done so effectively for this entire series to minimize Kevin Love's impact? Obviously, he's a big part of that team, and he's shooting like 33% in the series. Is there anything you guys doing specifically against him?
We just defended him, trying to make it tough on him. Thad Young is doing a great job on him, just a great job in general, defensively guarding all kind of players, everybody pretty much, and we just playing hard.
Victor, you guys beat them 3 times in the regular season. You've beaten them 3 times in this series. 2 games you lost were very close. What's your confidence level against these guys right now?
I believe we were confident even before the series started. And we're still confident now. Game 7, we know it's going to be a hostile environment. We know it's going to be very emotional, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
Vic, given the struggles you had,
He was 6 of 8 for 3. I don't like how he came back in to get the 10 assists
seeing that first one
just so he could have a
90
triple-double.
seconds in
That was
first
just,
pointer,
that's
did that
LeBron-ish.
help get
We don't
you
need that
going?
here.
Because you followed that very quickly with a series of threes on top of that.
I made my first shot in a couple of those games. I didn't play well either. So I just try to stay in the moment. One shot really doesn't dictate the other ones. One play really doesn't dictate the other ones. I just stay in the moment and play that possession with everything I have in me and continue to do that and try to do it for 48 minutes.
I hear
guys
that.
had some tough losses in this series, but bounced back from every one of them. How do you explain the resilience of this team to be able to kind of put whatever happened behind it and play well the next time out?
Then you credit everybody on the team, everybody in that locker room. It's great men that I play with. And not only great basketball players, but they're great men of high character who have been resilient not only on the court but off the court as well. And they just applying it to the game. And all of us, when we get together, it can be something special. We're just trying to continue to stay together through it all.
Dick, you mentioned a little while ago that you learned something from that last play in Game 5, and Nate said before the game that he had told you got to dunk that. Tonight, you took it hard a couple times and dunked or tried to dunk. Did you take a more aggressive mindset into this one?
Just made the play that's there. Whatever play it is. Whatever play it may be, that's what play I'm trying to make. So just trying to do whatever I can, whatever I need to do to help this team win. So if it means I got to go finish strong, then I'm going to go try and finish strong.
Vic, you guys have talked a lot about next game. You obviously use that mantra to prepare yourselves for tonight and not let that loss hang over into this game. Is there anything you can take from what you used in terms of preparation the last 48 hours for tonight to make sure that you don't let this game, obstruct your focus for the winner-take-all Game 7?
I don't necessarily think it will obstruct our focus. I think we can learn some things, obviously, from this game. We know it's going to be a tough environment. It's going to be a tough game. But we did a lot of good things tonight that we can apply to the game on Sunday. So
Yeah, he did a good night.
they're going to make adjustments. We got to be ready for those as well.
Gotta be ready.
We all know it's a Game 7 in Cleveland. We all know that this game's over. It means absolutely nothing right now, and that's what we're all focused on.
All-Star. How do you rate Lance Stephenson's dance moves tonight?
How do I rate him? Best is 1 out of 10, 10 being the most. 10 every time. He's very creative.
You guys had, I think, a 10-point lead at halftime, and you had a good half. But what allowed you guys to really extend it in those first 4 or 5 minutes of the third quarter? Because that really seemed to, they never really seemed to recover from that.
I think defensively, we were really good, and we're gonna have to do that on Sunday for 48 minutes. It's gonna be a dogfight. We know they're gonna be ready, and we have to be too. Thank you, guys.
From the thrill of victory to the agony of defeat, here's LeBron.
Oh, there's old man Bron.
About your
Let's hear about LeBron. Let's hear what old man Bron got to say. We're going to show you.
Yeah, that's what I do, yeah.
I know Game 6 is it just got over, but how heavy? What's the moment gonna feel like going into Game 7?
Want to go home. It's just that simple.
Ron, if you're going to point to one thing that you guys need to do on Sunday to give yourselves the best chance to win, based on what you've seen through these first 6 games, what would that be?
We gotta defend. We gotta guard the 3-point line. They shot 15 for 30 today, and you're not gonna ever win a basketball game, allowing the team to shoot that well from the 3-point line. Early on, our turnovers were just killing us. I mean, they had almost 30 points off our turnovers. Allowed them to get very comfortable in their transition game. I think they had like 30 plus fast break points as well, that we haven't done in the first 5 games until today. So, we got to clean it up.
Do you know what you're going to get yet out of this team night tonight?
Out of who? The Pacers?
Well, your team.
Just one game. 40 minutes, 48 minutes. I apologize. 48 minutes from all of us. We all got to give everything that we got in order to move on.
What happened the first 5 minutes of the third quarter? They doubled the lead, went from 10 to 20.
They just took it to us. They made shots. We missed shots. We didn't counter. What they were doing defensively or offensively, and it just turned the game wide open.
Ron, is there anything you or the rest of your teammates can help get Kevin going? I mean, he's shooting like 33% or so, whatever it is for the series. Is there anything you guys can do to kind of get him going for Game 7?
He's a huge part of our success or our non-success. Obviously, and just we try to go to him. We want to go to him. Obviously, we can't make the shots for him. He has to step up and knock those down, and those things you can't control. The shot making. You're gonna have games where you can't make shots, games you can't make shots, but we have to continue to let him know that how important he is to our success, and if we want to have any success, either in the Game 7 or move on to the next round, Kev has to be a big part of that.
LeBron, you guys did an excellent job the last 3 ball games of trapping and double teaming Victor Oladipo. Tonight he seemed to get away from you and get a lot of open looks. What was the breakdown and what was the difference tonight as opposed to the other 3 ball games?
He got some transition baskets off our turnovers, allowed him to see the ball go through the hoop. He had a couple dribbling in threes without no one around him. You just can't have that versus a guy like that.
LeBron, you've had 5 career playoff series against the Pacers. Indiana hasn't won any of those series, but 4 of the 5 have gone 6 or 7 games. Especially in this run of finals appearances, have they been your biggest hurdle in this conference?
I don't know. You can throw Indiana and Boston in there. Between those two, they've been very difficult challenges, no matter what round it's been. So it's been fun, that's for sure.
LeBron, as the game is going on, Lance kind of pipes up his antics even more. You're someone that's dealt with it multiple series, but you start to notice Tristan is, yapping with him. You see a couple shoulders leaned into him by Rodney Hood, other players. Is it a point to you in the huddle to go tell guys, knowing what he throws at you, not to get involved with that, not to entertain it, or do you just try to ignore it altogether?
The main thing is what the main thing is, and that's just go out and execute offensively and defensively. You stick to that, you know, as much as you can, and at the end of the day, if you do your job, then you can be satisfied with that.
LeBron, it's going to sound obvious, but being the athlete, being the player in this situation, can you describe what the desire is to move on? Like what that feels like to want to move on, to want to advance, to want to keep going?
What do you mean?
Just what I said. It sounds obvious, but what, when you go into a game, like, what does that desire feel like to want to survive, to want to move on?
I don't know. It's just the love of the game, and you know, want to be remembered. You know, I think Game 7, as I always said, is like the greatest 2 words in sports. But I don't know. I played a Game 7 in the finals, and there's no move on after that. You know, so you know, with us having a Game 7 in our home floor, our fans are gonna be truly excited to be a part of that, and I hope our guys are excited about that as well, and understand that just don't take these moments for granted. I've been a part of them. You know, I've been a part of Game 7s, you know, for quite a while now, and you know, it's just something that you wish you can get back when you're not playing the game anymore.
So, yeah, LeBron, the silver lining to tonight's result is that all you as a team get to experience the Game 7, which, you know, some teams can play together for years and not have that. Do you think is that a natural recognition for everyone in that locker room, or how can you gauge whether people get the sense of that moment?
I don't know. I don't know. You guys ask me is there anything you can tell your guys Game 1? Is there anything you can tell your guys for Game 2? What can you do to tell you guys for Game 3 that hasn't been a part of it? It's the same answer. I mean, just throw the ball up and let's go out and play. I mean, it's the postseason. There's not much I can give you, you know, from my experience.
And you're not a leader.
There's not much people can tell you. You just got to go out and just live in the moment.
That's because you're not a leader. You don't know what to tell
You put everything on the floor. You have your mind to it, and you know you execute, and you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, and you know your teammates, you know, feel like they can rely on you. Then win, lose, or draw, you have nothing to keep your head down about.
They don't trust you.
Will you, at any point between now and Sunday, entertain the thought that this might be your last home game in Cleveland?
No. The thought that if we don't play well, it'd be my last game of the year. That would probably, you know, hit my mind, but no, I haven't thought about that.
Last one, second one.
Yeah, LeBron, I'm sure between now and Sunday, you know.
Yeah, he know it's gonna hit his head now.
Opinion that there's more pressure on the Cavs in Game 7 than Indiana. You know, you guys will be home. The Cavs have you. You know, there's a new group of Pacers, and kind of they can play freely, and you know, start a team that isn't expected to win. Do you buy that, and is it or not?
I feel like you just made that up. I feel like that's your opinion, and I mean, they're not. I mean, we're a newer team than they are. If you look at it, they've been together all year. I mean, our team just got, you know, put together late February. So, you know, we do have home court. We played well enough to get home court in the first round in this series, and just trying to protect home. Come out and play well, but the narrative between now and Sunday, I obviously I won't hear any of it, and I hope that my guys will stay away from it as well. But just go out and play. I mean, just go out and play your game, and like I said, live with the results.
Well, the last 4 times LeBron has been in a situation to win or go home, he has won in a Game 7. And he'll have to win this one, coming off his 3rd worst loss in terms of margin of loss in his history in the postseason.
Woo! You see, Nate McMillan saw my video about firing him. And he came in fired up. And I appreciate that. Because that's what I want to see.
It was was there tonight. And it was able to help Nate McMillan and company get to a Game 7.
Go ahead, Nate.
Nate, as the ball game started,
Nate's mad. He saw my video saying he should be fired.
on an 8-2 run, you guys took it, knotted it up at 8, and then didn't look back from that. What was the difference tonight in your approach and what you were able to accomplish?
You know, it's do or die for us, and we came out with a sense of urgency. I thought we did a good job of establishing the pace tonight as well as the tempo. Defensively, we were much more aggressive, pressuring the ball and keeping the ball in front of us and not allowing them to, get to the basket as they did in Game 5. And, just we was better connected on both ends of the floor. I thought the defense was connected. We were solid, offensively executed, moved the ball, attacked the basket, and pretty much played that way for the 48 minutes.
Oladipo had a dramatic turnaround from the last 3 games. Have you had conversations with him? Did you have any sense this was coming or that he had struggled with confidence?
Yeah, we've been talking after every game about just different things that he's seeing and covering the defense that they're playing against him, and just continue to be aggressive. I felt like he was at times pressing, playing a little too fast. I thought tonight really came out and played the same game. He was knocking down his shots. He remained aggressive, and whenever he's playing that way offensively, it really opens up a lot for the rest of our guys. So it was good to see him knocking down his shot and just seeing our guys respond to this challenge. It was a big challenge for this team, but they've responded all season long to challenges.
Nate, kind of piggybacking on that thought, you've been in these type situations as a coach and then a player more than a lot of guys you'll be coaching Sunday have. How much do you think your team can take from the fact that you guys have won in Cleveland this year, you won a playoff game in Cleveland, and even the games you guys lost or close, how much do you really think that can help you come Sunday?
Well, basically that challenge was presented to them tonight. How bad do we want it? This was going to show, I thought, our character, and I thought these guys responded, to all the things we had on the board about this game tonight. Wanting to go back. You really want to go back, and we never talked about losing. We talked about winning, and they answered that with the way they played tonight. So going back to Cleveland, we feel we got a chance. We got to play better than we did even tonight to win that game. But we definitely feel we have a chance.
Nate, multiple guys at practices and after games have mentioned that it's felt throughout this series like the pressure is not on you guys. It's always been on Cleveland. Felt very much like the pressure was on them tonight to close out. Now, again, it's back to they're supposed to win. You guys aren't. You mentioned kind of feeling like you have a chance. Does it feel more so, though, that you're kind of going freely into this, that the pressure is completely off?
Pressure's on both teams. The loser goes home. So there's, for us, we take it one game at a time, and we prepare ourselves for that next game. And the next game is on the road. We understand the conditions we're playing in, but to say they feel more pressure than the losers go home, and so it's pressure on both teams. We're not going to be satisfied with just going up there and playing a good game and losing it. We have an opportunity, and we're going to go and try and take advantage of it.
Nate, you guys have had some tough losses in this series, but you bounced back after each one. Does any of that surprise you, especially when you factor in the team you're playing with LeBron on it and the relative youth of your team?
These guys have come back and won games. Just as we've dropped games in Cleveland, we're not to have. And sometimes
my battery's low and we were dying out. We back in the game. We're still around. We haven't shut down. We still.